Welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm gonna try out C6 Chevreuse. There's just one small problem with that. I don't have C6, only C4. So yeah, let's just go and get C6 real quick. That's a weird looking Chevreuse. Oh well. Another very weird looking Chevreuse. Well, third time's the charm, right? Okay, now it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Well, just my usual 4-star luck, but we still got some more pulls. There we go, C5. Just need one more. Come on, Rosaria, can't you be at least Lanyan? I already got you to C6 ages ago. Oh wow, Rust, haven't gotten one of these in a while. Almost out of Primo Gems. Don't do this to me, game. There we go, C6 Chevreuse. Well, it took a while, but we got her. And a bonus Xinyan, I guess. Not that we need it. Well, for a moment there I thought my usual 4-star luck would screw me over and not give me C6 Chevreuse, but we actually got her in the end. So now let's just activate the constellations right away. There we go. And the big one is of course the C6. I can't wait to try this out, because this gives Pyro and Electro characters a huge damage bonus without even needing Overload. So it kinda enables Chevreuse to be played outside of Overload in teams that don't just have Pyro and Electro characters. Of course it's still best if you only have Pyro and Electro characters in the team, but yeah, now it's basically also possible to play her without Overload. Because just by using her skill and receiving her healing, the characters get this damage bonus. And also, there's a little bit more healing here, which means that she can actually now max out the 4-piece effect of Song of Days Past, which I'm already using on her. So yeah, overall just a really good constellation. So yeah, let's go over the build real quick. I have 39,000 HP. Of course, to max out her second Ascension passive, you want 40k HP. I wasn't quite able to reach this, but it's close enough. I'm just losing out on 1% of her attack bonus, basically, out of the 40% that you can get, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Then I also got a little bit of crit since I'm using Favonius Lance on her, and also a decent amount of energy recharge. Though you don't really have to burst every rotation with her, it can be helpful. And yeah, like I said, Favonius Lance, R5, artifacts, Song of Days Past, focused mainly on HP and also a bit of energy recharge, and some crit. So this is what we got, triple HP main stats. And yeah, don't have to show the constellations, right, because we just got her to C6. But yeah, the talents are at 9, 9, and 9, or, you know, 12 and 12, because of the constellations. So that's my Chevreuse. And the characters I mainly want to test her with are actually Raiden and Yoimiya, because those are two of my favorite characters, and both of them are DPSs that can, of course, make very good use of Chevreuse's buffs. But of course you can basically use any Pyro or Electro character with her and it just works really well. Like we have Chlorant here, Cyno, Marvika and so on. It doesn't matter, basically anyone who is Pyro or Electro works really well with Chevreuse. But yeah, I'm mainly gonna test in this video with Raiden and Yoimiya. And let's also add one non-Pyro Electro character to the team, just to show that her C6 also works in teams that are not exclusively those two elements. And as usual, I'm gonna go here to Masanori and Inazuma to do the damage tests. Can't wait to see how well this actually works. I mean, you already know it's a great constellation, right? There's no question about that. But how much is it actually gonna increase the damage? And I think I'm gonna start with Yoimiya here. And first just test her damage on her own without Chevreuse's buff. And as you can see, the last hit on her normal attack chain does over 30k. Pretty decent for an unbuffed normal attack. But now if we just use Chevreuse's skill without triggering any overload or anything like that. Like this, and then... Oh, I'm used to having Yoimiya on the 4th slot, not Zitlali, so I accidentally switched to the wrong character. Okay, so let's try this again, and this time remember to actually switch to the 3rd slot, not the 4th. There we go. Oh, had to dodge there. Damn it. Stop. Okay, here we go. 41, okay, increasing it by 10k. Yeah, that's a noticeable increase. 41k on the last normal attack. Yeah, it's actually really good. And Yoimiya is back at full HP, even though Masanori hit me there at one point. So the healing also pretty decent. And yeah, Raiden actually was only at half HP when we started this fight. But because Chevreuse's C6 actually adds some team-wide healing, we now have Raiden almost back at full HP. Even though she never was on the field until now. So that's also a nice thing about Chevreuse C6. Chevreuse C6 is just so good. It has so many nice effects. But yeah, that was already a pretty good first test. I mean, going from 30k to 40k, that's an increase of about 33%. Really not bad. Now if you take a look at the stats, Yoimiya of course has 46% pyro damage bonus without any buffs. She can increase it with her first Ascension passive and her C2. But if we don't have any of these effects and just use Chevreuse, then after she receives some heals, okay, we don't really get any heals here because she's full HP, but it should still work, I think. Yeah, now she has 106, so 60% more than without Chevreuse. And with her own pyro damage buffs, we should be able to easily get like 130% pyro damage bonus or something like that. So yeah, needless to say, that's really good. And of course, we also got 60 Electro, though Yoimiya of course can't use that. And Raiden right now should have nothing, because it only affects the active character, right? Okay, yeah, the electro damage bonus is high. Higher than from just an electro goblet, but I think that's because part of her energy recharge also gets converted to electro damage bonus. So I don't think this is actually Chevreuse doing this. If we go back now and switch to Raiden, get some healing here, and then go back in here. Yeah, now we have over 130. Okay, so yeah, only the active character who receives the healing actually gets the buff. Now one thing I'm wondering is if this team-wide healing here at the end of her skill, after 12 seconds, actually also causes this damage bonus increase, but for the entire party, since it's team-wide healing, not just the active character. Let's actually test that. Okay, I had Yoimiya take some damage, but I'm actually not gonna switch to her after using Chevreuse's skill. Instead, I'm gonna switch to Raiden. And then when Yoimiya receives the team-wide heal, we're gonna switch to her and see if she actually got damage bonus out of this. So yeah, let's use Chevreuse's skill. Then we just switch to Raiden. We wait a few seconds and now Raiden should have the full damage bonus. Yeah, 137%. And now we wait until Yoimiya gets healed by the team-wide heal. There we go. Okay, she just got healed. So let's switch to her. And yeah, we actually got 20 Electro and 66 Pyro now. So the team-wide heal also gives damage bonus, even to off-field characters. That is good to know. Okay, we've done a lot of testing with Yoimiya, but let's test Raiden now. So her skill, unbuffed, does 11k, and then the burst, I think I have full chakra stacks, so with full chakra stacks the burst does 125k. So, of course, already pretty good, even without any buffs. It's Raiden, C2 Raiden even, so of course the damage is good. So let's just do this, immediately switch to Raiden, wait for a few healing ticks. And now use the skill. And 13k, okay. And burst. Oh, he blocked it, come on. But yeah, we are still doing, of course, very good damage here. Yeah, some 30ks, 31k there. With the normal attacks and charge attacks. But we couldn't quite see the big initial burst hit. So I guess we just have to try again. Okay, here we go again. Do this, wait for a few healing ticks. Let's actually make sure that we do have the full damage bonus. Okay, yeah, 137%. Good, and burst. It didn't crit, but 54k without a crit. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Third time's the charm. Here we go again. Chevreuse. Then do the skill for 12k. Okay, we probably didn't have the full damage bonus yet. Wait, 157%? That's more than we usually got. Oh no, wait, 137% wasn't the full damage bonus because we started at 97 and plus 40% is 137, but we can get a max of 60%. So 157 is actually the max. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So I didn't wait long enough before. But yeah, now we actually have the full damage bonus, so let's hope we crit this time. No, we didn't crit again, but it was over 60k. Ah, I really need some more crit rate on my Raiden. She has 62, which is decent, but it's not enough. I'm missing way too many crits. I think I'm actually gonna use some crit food now. Okay, so 20% more crit rate. If you don't crit now, I'm gonna be really mad. Here we go. Chevreuse skill. Now we wait. Let's see, do we have the max bonus? Nope. Do we have it now? Yes, we do. So the skill does 17k now. Okay. And the burst 158k, I think, if I saw that correctly. So yeah, that's almost 30k more than we did without Chevreuse's buff. And you know, keep in mind that this is not a full overload team. And I also just pressed the skill and didn't hold it, so we didn't get the attack buff from her second ascension passive. So this is just C6. If we actually used all of Chevreuse's buffs, then we would probably reach well over 200k on that initial burst hit. So let's actually use a full overload team now and just go ham on Masanori. Now if you wanted to maximize damage, then for an overload team, obviously you could just put Bennett in there. But as you can see, my Bennett is still level 1 because this is actually my main account and I refuse to use Bennett here because I think he's overrated. But yeah, for most people, he's definitely an option for overload teams. But even without Bennett, from my experience, because I've been playing Chevreuse a lot, she alone already buffs the team so much that it's enough for everything basically, even Abyss 12. I just recently 36'd at the Abyss with a Mavica overload team, where I used like, I think it was Chevreuse, Fischl, Auroron and Mavica. And that was, of course, before I got the C6, because I just got the C6 today. So Chevreuse is actually enough as the only buffer, so I think I'm just gonna put another sub DPS in here. Like, I don't know, Xiangling. Probably not even gonna use her. It's just to fill out the team, so that it becomes a full overload team. And yeah, let's just go in and see how fast we can defeat Masanori with this. Just gonna apply some Pyro, apply some Electro, to trigger Overload, to get Chevreuse enhanced skill. Now we hold it, we do this, switch to Yoimiya, wait a bit until we got all the buffs. Let's see, yeah, we have almost 3000 attack now, thanks to Chevreuse. And, okay, still only 40% of the bonus, so we have to wait a little bit longer. How about now? Yeah, now we got 60%. Okay. So now we just do this. Ah, damn it. Couldn't get the last hit there. 58k. Doing very good damage, needless to say. And he's already dead. No, same thing, but with Raiden. And didn't crit. Come on, the crit food is still active. Stop missing crits, Raiden. It's so annoying. Okay, well, guess we'll just have to do this again. Like this. Wait a few seconds. Okay, there we go. 157. So we got the max bonus. And crit, come on. 234k. Did I see it correctly? So yeah, like I said, over 200k. Thanks to Chevreuse. Really damn good. But yeah, to finish up this showcase, let's actually go to Abyss. Because in the first chamber of Abyss floor 12, we have this big Natlan boss Kongamato, who has a lot of HP, and I just want to see how fast my Yoimiya can defeat him in an overload team. And, well, we also have to keep in mind there is a 75% pyro damage bonus here for normal attacks, which also helps Yoimiya, of course. But, you know, enemies in the Abyss nowadays have even more HP than they used to have, so I guess it kind of balances it out. Anyway, let's just go with this team. Very simple. We, of course, have Chevreuse as our main buffer here. Then my Ember is also built as a support with Elegy and Noblesse, and Fischl as our Electro player here. Should work pretty well. And second half doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna put one character there, because I just want to do the first chamber. And I don't want any Abyss buffs, so I'm just gonna use this one here in the middle, because it's kind of useless. So yeah, now with that being said, here we go. Let's do this, and now we just do huge damage to these little guys. And there's the big guy. Did 60k there with Yoimiya, not bad. Yeah, doing very good damage. 63k. 68k. I hate it when they attack the roots instead of the boss. Come on. Stop that. But yeah, this should be pretty much it. Well, maybe one more rotation. But we're definitely gonna be able to do this in 3-star pace. There we go. Yep. 1 minute 10 seconds. Pretty good. And no trouble keeping the team alive thanks to Chevreuse's healing. Overall, a pretty easy 3 stars on that first half of the first chamber. And the rest should work fine as well, because I actually did this Abyss with a Yoimiya team in the first half. It wasn't an Overload team, because like I said, I used Overload Marvweaker in the second half with Chevreuse. But yeah, what I wanted to show here is basically just that Overload is definitely viable in Abyss. And before anyone complains about my C4 Yoimiya, I have played C0 Yoimiya for a long time before I got any constellations, so I can say with confidence that even a C0 Yoimiya would have been able to do this in less than 1.5 minutes. Because the constellations are nice, but they don't have that much of an impact. Just wanna make that clear. But yeah, this concludes my C6 Chevreuse showcase. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Genshin Impact and other gacha content. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.